Live Mike here, and I intend to show you how you can use your domain name as your Teamspeak 3 address even if that domain name is not hosted or that Teamspeak 3 server is not hosted on the same machine. We're going to use a method called SRV records. It's a type of DNS entry. This guide is specifically tailored to and intended for clans running fully qualified domain names to the Engine community system. Let's get started. I've placed the Teamspeak 3 documentation into a Google document. I did that so that you could see that if we do a search on the changelog for SRV, we'll find 8 entries. The second entry explains the exact format for the protocol to use. I'll go ahead and put this information directly in the comments below the video. So, we're going to need some basic information before we get started. We're going to need your server's IP address and port number. So, go ahead and get that information from your Connect dialog. I've changed the IP address to an actual fake address, so don't try it, it's not going to work. So, right now, you only need the IP address to get started. So let's copy that. Next, you're going to want to log into your domain management system run by Engine. So, here's my website. This is just an example. It's the only website I've got with full admin powers. So, you might think you need to go to the admin system, but that is not the case. You actually want to go to the submenu for your user. And inside the submenu for your user, you'll find website settings. Once you're in website settings, you want to click to go to domain management panel. Now that we're inside the domain management panel, we actually want to scroll down to the set custom records. So you'll notice I have some stuff already here for Google Docs. And Minecraft, actually, that's what MC is. You're going to need to create a record for Teamspeak now. Let's go ahead and use TS3. This is going to be ts3.myclan.com. And that IP address, let's go ahead and paste it. So, now I've got the IP address for my Teamspeak server in there. We also might want to consider at this time to create aliases for TS in case people use the wrong address. So we can do that too. Someone tries to connect to voice, I want them to go to TS3. And if someone tries to connect to TS, I want them to go to TS3. When you do these aliases, make sure that CNAME, not A record, is selected. Okay, now that we've done that, we need to scroll down past the mail settings, and it's possible that you're going to need to expand the entries. You'll have a button that says Show More Inputs. I've already expanded it, so you'll notice my entry for Minecraft is already there. This is where I got the idea for Teamspeak 3, and it works really well, in fact. You're going to put in _ TS3 as the service, just like the document stated. See here? Okay, now the protocol is UDP, which is the port type that TS3 uses. It does not use TCP. The priority is 1, the weight is 10, and the port number is the port of your server. We hadn't gotten that yet. Let's go check that again. So the port number for my server is 9987. Just for the sake of this argument, let's say it's a non-standard port. So let's say it's 9988. Okay? So we're going to go in here and we're going to set the port to 9988. Make sure that you match your settings. so that they match your server and the information you have for it. The target is going to be that first A record that we just created a few moments ago. Let's check it again. TS3 is our A record for Teamspeak. So down here, the target is ts3.myclan.com. And you need to remember to end this with a period. That is extremely important, or it won't work. Again, change the myclan to whatever your clan's domain name is. This is also important. These are just examples. Now, we created aliases. We have to make sure the aliases work as well. Those work a little bit differently, but they're basically the same. So let's go ahead and use the same protocol, or the same service, underscore TS3, and the protocol is underscore UDP. Now, the difference here is, if you want to use a subdomain, instead of just myclan.com, you need to put it in. So we're going to use TS, which matches the TS subdomain here. So at this point, you're going to make it, again, priority 1, wait 10, port 9988, and you're going to copy the same target. Again, we created another alias called voice. We need to do the same thing for voice. So again, TS3 and underscore UDP dot voice. Priority 1, wait 10, port 9988. Again, please make sure that you use your settings and your port numbers for these fields. So now, any of those subdomains will now work. Again, this one up here, the first one we created with the underscore UDP with nothing after it, it is intended if you want to use just myclan.com. No subdomain, just connect to myclan.com. Once you're done, save your settings. Understand that if you make any mistakes in here, it will take 15 minutes to 12 hours for the updates to propagate. If this is the first time you're putting these entries in, the settings will propagate immediately and they should be immediately usable. So you're only going to have a delay on whether they work if you make a mistake. My advice is that if you do make a mistake, create some test subdomains, like, test. Point it to your TS3 server, and then create go ahead and create at this point the entries as the test protocol. And again, all the information is the same. And I just noticed a typo up there. Sorry. Anyway, I think you get the idea. The only reason why you'd want to do a test is if you mess up and you don't understand how to do it, and you've made a couple mistakes and your system's a little bit different. Basically for every new subdomain you make, the changes will come across immediately, and you can test to make sure they work immediately. Once you know how the settings work, you can tailor your setting. You can tailor the choices and options you want to use, and you can get rid of all the extra stuff you don't need. So anyway, you just want to apply your settings after all of that, and you're good to go. I almost forgot. The Teamspeak address was the IP address, and now you can change this to myclan.com. Removing, of course, the port number, because that's not needed anymore, and then you connect. Once you've connected, you're on your Teamspeak server. I'm sure I could have done better on this guide. I hope it's good enough for you guys, and I hope it really helps. Please post any questions at the bottom and stuff like that. And maybe I'll make more of these guide videos in the future if people like them. Anyway, good luck, and I hope this works out for you.